Long ago, in a quiet coastal town of southern Korea, there stood a cliff known as Cloud's Edge, rising sharply above the sea. The townspeople dreamed of building a bridge from the shore to a rocky island nearby, so their offerings could reach the tides they believed carried wishes to the heavens. But the waters were rough and the winds fierce. The village elders declared that whoever could build a path to the island would bring honor to their home. The challenge stirred the entire town. Among the villagers lived Jinyo, a young fisherman with shoulders broad as oars and a voice that rolled like thunder. "I will lay planks faster than any other," he declared with confidence. The villagers cheered loudly, certain that Jinyo's strength would lead the project to success. Then, stepping forward quietly, came old Madame Hana, a wrinkled woman with silver hair and a limp in her step. Her hands shook even when she held a cup of tea, and the crowd chuckled at her bravery. "Grandmother Hana," they teased, "you struggle to walk to the market. You will build a bridge across crashing waves." Hana only smiled and said, "I will carry one plank each day." And so the work began. Jinhyo strode to the shore with long boards on his back, hammering them in place while shouting proudly, his confidence echoing over the sea. Villagers often gathered to admire his impressive speed. Meanwhile, Hana carried small wooden slats tied in a cloth bundle. Slowly and carefully, she placed each piece where it belonged. To most people, it looked like nothing was happening at all. At first, Jinyo's bridge stretched quickly over the water while Hana's progress seemed invisible. But as weeks passed, Jinyo grew tired. Some mornings he lingered in bed, and on other days he said, "Tomorrow I'll do double." His planks soon piled unused by the beach. Hana, however, never missed a day. Through blazing summer heat, sharp winter frost, spring rains, and the crisp winds of autumn, she hobbled to the shore and whispered to herself, "Just one more plank today." Days turned into months and months into years. Then, one dawn, the townspeople awoke to the sound of a horn from the sea. They rushed outside and stared in disbelief. A wooden bridge, strong, straight, and shimmering with morning dew, reached all the way to the island. Their wishes could now drift across the waves. It was Hana's bridge, built by the woman they had doubted and teased, a masterpiece formed through steady footsteps and daily devotion. The people bowed before her. "Grandmother Hana," they said, "you were not the strongest nor the quickest, but your unwavering steps carved a path where none dared try." Jinhyo stood in the crowd with burning cheeks, realizing in that moment that strength without consistency is thunder without rain, loud but feeding nothing. From that day forward, the bridge was known as the Crossing of Patience. Travelers came from faraway places to walk upon it and hear the story of the old woman who created a miracle, not with force, but with one small effort repeated again and again. So remember this: great bursts of effort do not build legacies, small steps taken daily do. Carry one plank today, another tomorrow, and one day you too will stand upon the island of your dreams, supported by the quiet strength of your perseverance. Because consistency always surpasses talent.